Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, Blowhard, Talk Hard here with Julian.
Reimer.
And Sabrina.
Welcome, everyone. Listeners, hope you had a great week. How are my people here? How are my two co-hosts doing?
I'm good. I'm glad that we avoided the tornado that was potentially headed our way.
Yeah, that was that just happened. Like, boom. When did tornadoes happen?
Yeah, I didn't know that I was going to get an Amber Alert style alert on my phone for the weather. Yeah, I got a flashing alert on my phone, like when somebody's abducted, but letting me know that there's a tornado. That there's a tornado warning for my service area.
Did you get that?
I got that, and then I looked at 20 minutes later. Boom! Like a storm hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why didn't I get? Maybe I was sleeping on the couch from yesterday. I was still tired.
I wasn't sure if I was going to make it today or not because I bike over and I didn't want to get fucking struck dead by lightning.
Jesus.
But then there was no rain. I was like, well,
welcome to the new normal. Heat warning, tornado warning.
Yeah, but then it's 5 minutes. It's gone. The sun is beaming again.
Yeah.
Now it looks like it's going to be cloudy again. But anyways.
So I'm extra happy to be here because I'm alive and I'm here.
Yeah, and COVID free.
That I know of.
Yeah.
I went to a bar this weekend.
Uh-oh.
And
what was his name?
The patio.
Oh yeah.
It was interesting. All the bars closed early, right? Because they had like
I asked you
patio
who you
hours.
go with.
I went with a buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why didn't you answer me when I asked you?
Because I was moving along to like how
Okay,
the
go on,
experience
go
was.
on.
Anyway.
The bar was taking patio reservations.
Yep.
And because there was a cancellation, I didn't know about the reservations.
Depending on how big and which one it is, they do that. Yeah.
So they said, "Do you have a reservation?" I was like, "No." Okay, let me just check. And they said, "Well, we got a cancellation, so we could then had a spot at the patio." And then when 11 o'clock is the time patios close down because of the noise.
Yes.
The noise factor.
Depending on the neighborhood, but typically yes, 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but this patio I went to, the music was booming. It was like, oh, they give zero fucks about anybody's.
So it was open until what time?
I left 11:30.
And it was still going.
It was still going.
Packed, right?
I wouldn't say it didn't feel packed because they had maybe 15 tables.
Spacing, yeah.
They had 15 tables there.
But they were packed.
Yeah, there was
Most tables were full.
Most tables were full, but at least there was 2 people, and there was like 1 or 2 tables that had like 6 people. Yeah.
So reservations for the patio, eh?
Yeah. That's how you so you got to plan your shit
in
now.
the past, like a restaurant that I used to work at did not take reservations on the patio. They only took reservations
for the dining
outside. Yeah.
Not even at the bar, the lounge.
And if we have space in the patio, of course you're welcome to have it, but patio is first come, first serve. But now because there is no indoors, it's only patio reservations.
For now. But
and they're giving people shorter chunks of time. Apparently they're telling people, I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday, and she was saying that we let people know when they make a reservation, you have an hour and a half, because if we're only operating a patio, we have barely as many tables, and we need you to get in, spend your money, and get out.
Yeah, but if I want to sit on the patio and drink all day with my 5 buddies, you're going to kick me out?
But, well, that's the thing, is like, they'll tell people up front, but then once they're sitting, then, of course, you can't kick somebody
Well, if I have
out.
1 beer, we're all sitting there with 1 beer for 4 hours. Yeah, that's a waste of time.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So maybe you should be also then booking your time. So you're going to say I'm going to be there from like 1 to 3.
Yeah. But again, it's like you said, once somebody's like chilling, having a good time, as long as you're spending money as a guest, then the owners of the establishment aren't going to care. It's when you're sitting on a patio for 4 hours, maxing out at 2 drinks a person.
That's not even Corona. That's any time.
That's any time, but especially in Corona because you can't make up for it.
They need to make it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
I went to a bar in Vegas and they had this rule where you had to spend a certain amount of money for every hour you were sitting
They did that
there.
during the Raptors playoffs in Toronto.
Okay.
Really?
They were charging door fees and $100 minimum per person you had to spend.
A table minimum. Yeah.
Per person at the table.
Oh shit.
So you went there, you spent $50, you're out. You have to pay $100.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, because the places they wanted to capitalize championships.
As somebody
and I go
working
for
in the
me
industry, great.
in my fight, but we go 5 of us. Like there's no problem. $100 is a joke. I'll blow $100 in 2 hours, an hour, like a few rounds of shots, it's gone.
Yeah.
But people who don't drink, I'm like, fuck. Then I guess stay home, right?
Yeah. I was also feeling when I was out that I should tip more.
Good.
well.
Nothing
I'm
wrong with
glad.
that.
But I'm also in favor of going, fuck it, let's quit the tipping and pay these people a decent wage and give them benefits.
I agree. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
more,
in
I'm
Europe,
more
they
in
don't
that
tip.
theme.
Huh?
In Europe, they don't tip. In Portugal and that, they tip 0.
Right. Do they
That's
have
their-
better wages?
Because they-
I'm
And
assuming they
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
They must.
I think in Australia, same thing.
There's
They do get
zero,
A lot of
tipping is
places
not,
in the world.
not a norm, not allowed, or not a norm, and not accepted. I don't know, whatever the rule is.
It's not standard.
It's not
No.
standard, because,
Yeah.
yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know the complete history of this, but I watched or heard something that at one point in time, the servers would just show up saying, listen, I need a job desperately, and the restaurant would say, I'm not paying you. So then people would tip that person knowing they weren't getting paid.
That's the invention of the tip.
Yeah, in America.
I believe it.
And then that's why then they made these minimum wage laws. And in some states, when I lived in Boston for a while, there was, I think like servers were getting paid like $2 an hour.
When I was
But they're making big tips.
When I was
Yeah,
younger, I was
'cause there's
making
huge tipping culture.
$2.65 an hour serving tables.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you figure you work in the right place, you don't get it paid at all, and just get tips because you're walking home with $300 at a club.
But the other thing is that you have to, in some ways, you're taking a gamble because somebody might come in, drop $1,000, and then not tip you. But then But then you have to give 5%.
Depends
of
on where
what-
you're working.
But you have to give 5% of what you sell as a server back to the house, and that sometimes it fluctuates from place to place. Sometimes it's 4.
I've never
it can
heard
go up
that
to
before,
7.
really?
No, it's called
Yeah.
a tip out. So if I
Oh, to the kitchen, to the staff,
to the
your
kitchen, to
bus
the hostess,
person,
to the
the
bus
bar.
person,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So if you spend $1,000 and you don't tip me, I've just had to pay good money to serve you because I still have to tip out.
You have to no matter what,
Depending on the place, but a lot of places, yeah.
because they might say
Yeah.
you already got your tip and you're hiding it
No, because most people are going to tip
on the card.
On the card,
But let's
yeah.
pretend they
Yeah.
gave you cash though. You could that can assume they gave you 100 cash
Yeah,
and put
but if-
1,000 on the bill. That's why you're probably stuck paying the 5%.
There's also the culture, man, that that everybody's helping everybody to make it happen, right? The server doesn't just magically make that food in the kitchen
I agree.
and
I
bring
know
it to
they
the
tip
table.
off, but
and-
she's right. With
Yeah.
if people have $1,000 bill or 400, I guess they can't really walk away. But do they?
Yes,
yeah, afternoon lunchtimes are the worst.
Yeah,
They're the worst tippers.
I've seen it happen. I've had good tips at lunch, but I've also had absolute shit tips at lunch.
It has to do with the place you work at. That's all it is. If you work at a place where the guys are like, cool, generous, they know you, it's small, maybe even local sometimes, you get
Yeah.
big money. If you work at a big place where it's popular and these guys are like, here's $1.
Well,
Yeah,
No.
I think if you can afford it right now and you can like throw a couple extra bucks, be it to the server or somebody else who's, could use an extra $1 or $2, and you got it. Why not? Why not spread the wealth and love?
Just don't tip, especially in the time of COVID. Do not dare tip less than 18%. Call
It was
20.
30% on the pad.
Call
Like,
it
they
20.
had, no, there was 15, which is it was 18, 20, and 30% is what I saw on the
Good.
tab.
Really?
It's,
Yeah.
Then it should be because
What about the places that they already pay the tip included and they don't tell you and then you tip again?
That's bullshit. I don't
Then-
like that.
They do.
That's
I've
dirty.
done. I think they've done that to me a couple
refute
of
that,
times.
and I would never do that.
No, because I don't look at the bill sometimes. You're like, whatever, here. And then you give that, and the guy doesn't, or the girl doesn't say nothing because you're dumb.
But
Thank
when I deliver a bill and the place that I work at or was working at does not do gratuity, but when I would say, just so you all know, there is an 18% gratuity on the bill. If you'd like to add more, you're
See,
welcome to,
you
but there's
add.
no
You-
pressure.
you
You've been
mentioned
great.
that. Good for you.
That's class act right there.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's
Otherwise,
what
Yeah,
you're
it's
because
supposed to do.
deception.
I wasn't told, and I know for a fact I paid. It's a double tip they got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody needs money right now.
Yeah, but that's bad karma.
It is bad karma.
Anyway.
Anyways, so let's get back to strippers. That's my conversation.
Yes, you've got a
Yes.
story and I want to hear it.
Yeah, never mind that tips. Actually, you could tip the strippers.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
supposed.
Is it-
You can. You should tip
Is
your
it-
strippers.
isn't it
tip
a
your
tipping
servers,
business? Don't they work
tip
on
your
gratuities?
strippers.
I don't think you
Yes.
tip them, I think you pay them.
Yes.
The difference of
Yeah.
tipping. I don't think they want a tip.
Pay your
They don't want
strippers.
a
payment.
tip.
Pay
Yeah.
your strippers and tip your servers.
Can I just give you the tip? Yes, cash, please.
Yes, full payment. Yes,
Yeah.
never mind.
Do
Tip
not-
this is good.
Keep your tip in your pants, sir. Give me the
Give me
cash.
the money.
Show them.
I want the money. Well, that's exactly. They don't want no $2, 18%. They want cash
Yep.
and a tip. That's fine. What was that show that you tell me about?
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
watch that religiously?
I don't watch it religiously, but I did watch it. It's a really good show. It's insightful.
I watched the first episode, then I found it comedic. It was kind of ridiculous, but I get the cliche, the why it was good. I understand why people like it.
Yeah, I watched the first season.
You watched the first season
I
too?
watched the first season, and then I started the second season, but I couldn't get into the second season because I found out the person who wrote it actually only spent something like 6 months in jail, and
So
I guess
the
it's gone
first
on.
season was based on her real life, and
Yeah.
then like as it
They
progressed,
just-
it became fictionalized.
The real good
Yeah.
one is Wentworth, the one in Australia.
Yeah.
That was like more like gritty.
Oh,
Another Orange is Black version. But that's what I was going to say. Strip clubs are like the Orange is Black.
how's that?
Way more way.
The cliques. Every strip club has like, say there's 30 girls.
Yeah.
And like in the Orange is Black, these girls are with them, these girls are there, these girls are there. So at this one club that I used to frequent quite a bit, because I love strip joints. Like,
Go on, tell us.
Okay.
nothing better than going at 1 o'clock in a January when there's nothing to do on a Tuesday. Then you walk in and it's dark and the lights and they're all like.
So 1 o'clock in the afternoon or in the
Afternoon, bro.
Okay,
So you're going for the lunch special.
right.
Yeah, but then you got these blondes, Asians, everybody wearing little G-strings. I'm telling you, these places are hot girls.
But there's a stigma that like the lunchtime stripper is not a good looking stripper.
Not in Mississauga. They're you go to lunchtime, you see 10 out of 10s.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's where they start their day.
Things have changed.
You know, the thing about the lunchtime special, I never hear
You're
of like,
watching that. That's a TV reference. That you go to a lunchtime, you're a loser. Yeah, you know what? I'm a loser. Perfect.
Okay.
I like it because they're not what you think. They're filet mignon.
Okay.
do things when I think about going for lunch.
Where you go though? But go on.
You don't think of a strip club. Like, do they ever have like a high-end chef working at a strip club?
They
that would
used
be.
to,
They-
bro.
they
They
can-
used to. They used to have food. Used to have chicken wings and places.
Oh no, but I'm saying, but
kitchens.
you're talking about like, do they do like high end, really good, not just chicken wings and burgers food
Yeah.
at strip clubs?
Not just deep fryer.
There are, but I don't know. I don't know if there are any here.
No, they wouldn't do that. The ones that they just so basic. Like the girls usually eat. I see them salad and stuff like that, fruit salads. Are you asking like for like salmon grilled and stuff
You
like
guys have
that?
a classy meal. Maybe spice it
Yeah,
up.
that's what
Well,
I'm
that's a-
saying.
maybe that's a
in,
concept
in,
of,
in LA,
Yeah.
in LA, it exists
I'm
to
sure
go
it
and get
does.
like a really good steak.
Like, I
at
want a
strip
prime
club.
rib and a little striptease.
See, that's a good thing. That's a good idea to open. Listeners, Reimer gave you an idea. Whoever has got $3.6 million to open up a building, get a license, get a strip joint, and a fine chef.
I'll be your lead server.
There you go.
Boom.
And
Sold.
Sabrina's going to serve every Friday night or lunch and night.
In high school, I went to a
I'll be
strip.
there on Tuesdays in the afternoon at 1.
In high school, I went to a strip club for lunchtime. It was
Okay.
like it was like toonie lunchtime, right? So it was $2 for a burger or fries or
Where does
hot
this
dog.
guy go, man?
Who
I
are-
don't know
who
this
It was their
are
lunch
you?
special. It was at the Town and Country, the TNC in Calgary. It was a really
Down in country.
yeah, the
Down in
TNC.
country. What the hell is that?
It was rough and
It was a
tumble, but
mattress store.
you go in there.
This is a strip club?
Yeah.
Bags.
Oh, it was a total,
Low is
yeah.
low. Like,
But it was like right by the high school.
How did you just go, excuse me, how did you go from high-end seafood to the...
Well, immediately
To
when
a
I went in there,
$2 burger.
I was like, come on, let's have some improvements here, is what I'm thinking in hindsight. But the just as we were about to leave, we walked in just as one act was ending. We had enough time to see the next act coming on, and the next act coming on was somebody we went to high school with, like from the year before.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, this was really bizarre.
Yeah.
And then we
Well,
didn't
girl, that's
want
where
her to
girls
see
come
us.
from. That's where the girls come from, right?
From high school,
they're
yeah.
From schools, you know.
Right.
That's what you do when you go to strippers. They're somewhere, somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, somebody's schoolmate.
Sure, they are somebody that somebody knows.
Yeah. So
They
your
are-
story is kind
are
of
human.
his story is kind of irrelevant.
Well, I guess in hindsight, I mean, I was young and dumb going, oh my God, we
Can I
actually
get
know
to the
somebody.
cliques? Can I get to the cliques?
Yes.
Orange is black. Cliques.
Yes, Orange is the New Black.
So I'm over there. There's this one young lady. I don't know how old she was, but she was like bigger than me. Like she was like 6'5",
Right.
broad. She was the boss.
She was a broad.
yes,
Right.
broad. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, big
Local,
broad.
not
yes.
from abroad.
I will kill you. I will kill you. Anyways, because I was talking
Wide.
to one of her little associates, I guess, one of her, I don't know, minions. What are they called? We'll call them minions. She's
Yeah,
the big
minion
minion.
works.
She got upset.
Why?
And
Because
wanted-
you were talking to her?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe she got jealous for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it was too. I don't know why. She wanted to physically fight.
Maybe she was into the girl that you were talking to.
No, that was her girl. Like she worked with her. Like it was part of her.
Yeah, but also
her
there
crew.
might have been another layer
Oh,
to
yeah,
it where
yeah, I
she
never
was
thought
like,
of that. Why did she get so mad? Maybe I said something.
maybe
or
part of
did-
the reason that she got so mad is because she was like romantically interested in this girl.
There could be a
Damn.
reason. There could be a reason.
I didn't even think that. You're right.
Well, I
So
just
tell
thought
us.
she was just crazy. Like, why is she bothering me? But she literally wanted to fight, and I'm like, yeah, if she hits me, this is gonna hurt, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause she was really big and like she looked like she could knock you out if she connected. Now I'm thinking if I strike her, what's gonna happen here? Like they're gonna freak out on me, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to hit a woman.
Well, this was really pretty big, man. I'm telling you, like she was pretty big.
You're like, yeah,
So,
but
like,
I'm pretty sure this woman gonna kick my
She
ass.
was pretty. Oh yeah, she'd kill you, man.
She
Like,
was a
all-
stripper?
she was a stripper. Yeah, dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, and she had everybody else under her. Like I called her Mama Bird after I just named her that.
So
or
that-
they named her that. Somebody told me, yeah, she's Big Bird or Mama Bird.
So we were talking about like the prison cliques. So she was kind of like in charge of one of the cliques that was
Yes,
like
she
they
had maybe like 10 of them under her flock of feathers, whatever. She was.
So she was older than them as well. She must have had more experience.
I think it was all size. I think
That's
that she
true.
was-
That's true. It makes sense. Sometimes it's
They're
big
all
people.
the same age, but some of them are, they're 24, but they're pretty, they're young, they're small, petite.
They're not scary like Big Mama. Or
Big Mama
Bird.
here is like, like she's towering over them. What are you going to do? She knows that she'll give you a backhand.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and she physically wanted to fight. And I'm thinking, why does the management keep her here instead of getting rid of her and letting her do this?
Right, because he was afraid that she was going to beat him up.
No, then I thought about it. Maybe she figured she'll take all the girls with her.
Right.
And the management maybe goes, I don't
Right.
want that too, right?
That's wise.
We need them for business, right? So,
Were they beautiful girls?
yes.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah, her flock was very beautiful.
But she herself was more intimidating than sexy.
Timid, she was sexy as me. She was a mess.
Right,
She,
but this.
she wasn't good looking at all. She was a big mama. Like
Okay.
wearing that G-string, I always thought the G-string was like stuck in her eye. It was ridiculous. Like I
Right.
don't know what the hell she was doing there. I think she was just there on purpose to watch for her money.
Okay.
I think it was a money thing.
So she was collecting money from these girls?
For sure.
Like running
She had
game?
to. I don't know for facts,
But it seems like she was driving business to the girls that were working under her so that they could make more money. And then they might
it
give her a
looked like
cut.
that. I'm not going to start pretending I know the whole situation, but for sure she was no dancer. She wasn't dancing. No guy's getting her to dance. There was no way. Even if it was free,
Right.
you would refuse. Even if she paid me, I would refuse.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
that says something.
That's-
Yeah. So, but I guess she was just there to watch. And what better way to watch than pretend you're part of the club?
Right.
So she did that, and then they sort of broke us up. And I go, whatever. I thought about it for a while. A week later, got raided. She got thrown in jail. One of her little flock of birds spoke to the police and said that she was getting intimidated, robbed, whatever. I'm not going to use any other words.
Racketeered.
I don't even want to use any other words, but she got charged accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mama Bird, she lost her flock, whatever.
So
they
like
call it.
something that might fall under the umbrella of trafficking. Like
It was bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She
yeah.
did say. I'll even say the R word.
yeah.
Like-
So she's now in the bird cage.
Definitely, and she's locked in the bird cage. Yeah. Very good.
Locked in the bird
analogy.
cage.
Said Mama
Hey,
Bird.
do you like my word analogy?
There it is.
Yes.
There you go.
Look at
Very
you,
good
the $5
analogy.
word.
But yeah, Mama Bird is locked up in the bird cage. Yes.
So what happened to the girls? Did they ever show back up to
The
work?
girls were there back, normal,
Okay.
happy. You could see them. Like they were glad she was gone. You could see when she was around, they were like working, but they were nervous because she was watching.
Is it common to have this kind of
I've never seen a
relationship
girl.
in a club?
No, this was the first time ever. And I've been to strip clubs like all over, everywhere. I love them. I said that already, but I do. And I've never seen this kind of woman taking over inside like that. That's why I compared it to jail. Because in jail, that's when the only way you can really have that kind of power because you're locked up 24/7.
Yeah, power of
Right.
intimidation kind of rules all.
Yeah, because you're bigger, stronger, and the strong survive in that element, right?
Well,
And
that might be why these girls were attracted to being under her wing because I'm not that strong enough to survive. So you be the strength, you be
it's
the
a
muscle
strip
for
club,
me.
love. It's not. The reference was the jail, but it's really a strip club. You know what? Why just go make your money, go home, right? Meet your boyfriend. But she took them under, and that's why she went to jail because those girls didn't want to be with. And after you could see that they were more spirited.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. If you're in jail, sure, you want to hang out with Mama Bear
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she'll protect you. But there, she's all preventing you from making money and giving it to her. So she's basically ruining you. She's not doing anything for you.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah. But again, it ended up good because Mama Bird got the bird cage. And I went back to loving my strip club.
Right. At 1 in the afternoon for the lunch special.
Yeah, that's
love-
the best. 1 in the afternoon on a winter day in January, you go, and that's the best time. What else are you gonna do? You know what? People stay home, they play video games or watch porn.
Yeah.
Right? Porn's a pretty good idea too. The video games is a waste of time.
I'm imagining a chalet in the winter, or maybe a hot tub would be a good way to get up north.
That's not a
I
normal
kind of want to
Tuesday. How
watch
can you?
porn. I kind of want to get out of the house. Maybe I'll just go to the strip club.
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, I'm not going every week.
I can hang out at the mall. That's something you don't do when you're no longer a teenager.
Okay,
So,
you can't
yeah.
just go to the chalet and just randomly on a Tuesday, bro. This is like just like on a Tuesday, you're bored. Okay, what am I gonna do? You hop in an Uber, you go have a few drinks. You kill 3 hours.
Boom.
The chalet crap that you just said is like a vacation. You got to plan for that.
Yeah. Can I recommend
What? A chalet?
The strip club.
no Russian bath?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a great way in the winter, like with the steam rooms and the hot pools, and it's a great way to just kind of relax. You can just pop in once a week, maybe a couple times a week, relax, and then you go to the strip
You ever
club.
gone to a Russian bath?
Yeah, and then you go to the. Not like Eastern Promises. It's not like that. It's not. Then you go to the strip club. You feel all nice and relaxed.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
The Russian
but
baths
not.
are kind of like that, minus the violence. So, like, you're not getting killed, but they are like that.
I'm not the one I have experienced.
Those girls there?
Yeah. there
Oh,
is.
so it was a.
There's family hours, and then there's also just men hours.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Then it's. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was strictly a man's place.
Yeah, I haven't gone during just men's day.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. You mentioned that. I don't even know why you mentioned it, but anyways.
I'd be down to check that out.
Just it'd be a field trip.
Oh, great. We'll put it on the list.
Why women have those spas, but they're only for women.
Yeah.
The guys don't go. They're not allowed to go, right? Or is
Yeah.
there couples?
There are women's only. There's one that I can think of, but there's also like a quote unquote Russian bath. I don't know like exactly the details of that. I just saw them do it on the Real Housewives of New York. That's as much as I
What
know.
did they do?
They went, they got massages, they got beaten with fucking leaves and branches as some
Yeah.
sort of weird massage. They drank like a bunch of
Juice and
vodka.
crap.
Oh, vodka.
Yeah, Russian
Yeah.
bath, man.
Oh, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
they,
they got a nice little. They have a little like cafe
Then there's
in there.
pools and yeah.
Yeah.
Brighton Beach.
So I'm into
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Anyways, on
What
that
happens in
note,
the ladies' spas? Is it just like pampering and massaging, and is it
supposedly there's hard vodka flying and
Oh,
lesbian
vodka
action
flying
and
and
whipping and.
turns
I
into
didn't
an
say
orgy?
anything about whipping or lesbian action, but we
Well,
both now
I
we
just-
all know where your mind goes.
well,
fake news,
obviously,
the
when you
leaves,
start mentioning
ladies.
vodka shots and the whipping
Yeah.
of leaves and
getting
Okay,
rubbed
that's
down.
fair. That's fair.
rubbed
Yeah.
down by who's rubbing you down?
Strangers.
Girl,
Yeah.
though, right?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, you haven't gone.
No, I haven't gone.
Oh wow.
So who do you think massage? A girl, right? So there, my
Maybe.
lesbian thing is not wrong then. My fantasies are there.
yeah, still intact.
Fantasy
Everything's intact.
upheld.
It's okay.
Do you know what they say when you make a good comment on the final note? That's when you say commercial. Beep beep.
Hey, listeners, thank you for listening to us. This is Reimer and.
Sabrina.
And if you like what you hear, please let us know by liking and subscribing to the podcast.
Reach out to us at blowhardtalkhard@gmail.com or through Instagram and Twitter because you know we love hearing what you think and interacting with you. So that's it for now.
Thank you. And until then, Reimer and
Sabrina.
we're out.
Perfect. I watched the hockey game last night, Toronto-Montreal. Montreal lost as usual when I watched the Leafs. But I was watching the setup, and they had everything covered. And the analysts, the voice guys, they made it pretty cool. But you know what? It just lacked that whole fan base, etc. I guess it does give you some sort of fill for the void that we've been having for sports. But for me, I watched a bit. I turned it off after 5-10 minutes. I go, this is ridiculous. But then a fun fact, my buddy today told me that all the boxes were full. Meaning, like, the Rogers box, that box, whoever owns one of those luxury boxes there, they're all full, watching the game, eating chicken wings, drinking champagne, drinking beers. So there's an example of the rich getting what they want, and everybody else sits at home and watches it on their 40-inch, 50-inch, whatever you got, 60-inch. Not kind of fair, but that's the way it goes. But fuck it. We're going to do, I'm going to tell you a little thing about some girls in the industry, how determined, when somebody it is to make money, the determination of this person, of a female, like for example, if she needs to make, say, 30 grand in, say, this much time. She puts her mind to it, they achieve it. It's unbelievable. I've seen it happen with a few. One girl needed to make a few bucks, we'll call it a lot of bucks, to buy a piece of property in Victoria Island, in Vancouver, Victoria Island, and she was going to build a house. So she needed to make so much money in 2 months. Put it this way, at the end, the phone girl was telling her, listen, stop, take a break. You're going to kill this is too much. We can't handle it, And she was like, no, I got to keep going. Anyways, long story short, 2 months went by. She made her money. She made it and more. But at the end, I think she lost it a little bit. But she made it all happen. And it was just determination. I'm not going to get into the specifics, but it was a lot per day, every day. Remember, we were telling her not to work because we felt bad. And that's saying you're not making any money today, which was fine. We just wanted her to be cool. Well, the phone girl was telling her, right? Like, I really don't have nothing to do with the money. But they were just saying, don't work. And you know what? If we would have pushed it, she would have went to another agency or something because they would just love to take the money, right? The more the merrier. But for us, it was like, again, nah, this is not normal. This is not normal. You can't see this many people. It's just not, you can't make $1 million in a day. That's all there is to it. My philosophy is if you're 50 years old and you don't already have enough money, forget it. It's over. Like, what are you going to do at 50? You're going to start trying to sell heroin? Get caught, go to jail, your life's over. If you didn't make money when you were young, you're done. Now, sure, there's an exception to the rule. You get leftover inheritances, you win the lotto, like bullshit never happening. But there is exceptions to the rule. But I honestly, personally think if you got no money by the age of 50, there's no point in trying to make some big scores because you're not going to make it. So, in reference to these girls, there's 3 of them. They're young, but they cheat a little bit and they got what they want. And at the end, it worked out well. And on that note, basically, these girls are young. When you're 23, 24 years old, that's when you make your moves. I don't care what it is. That way, you do what you got to do. Because that way, if you score, you make some money, you get ahead in life. Because it's pretty hard out there getting a regular 9 to 5. You're not going to be able to buy no house when the houses are $1 million, if you're lucky to even pay rent. So respect to this girl. She made her money, bought her a house, quit, whatever. She said if I ever wanted to come back, I would. But, I'm pretty sure she's found a guy, lives a nice life now. What's in the past is in the past. Nobody needs to know. And good for her. Another example, another girl went to Italy vacation. Needed to make some money, go back to live in Italy with this guy. I don't know if that was the right move on her end. I don't even know if she's still with this guy, but on the other hand, the point is she needed to make this much money to go back there and do this and do that. And again, day 1, day 2, day 5, day 8, I was like, are you sure this is getting too much? And every day, I'm okay. The last 2 days, you know what? I go, you okay? She goes, you know what? I'm dead. I'm exhausted. I can't. And I was like, fuck, finally you told me the truth. But again, another trooper. She made big money, brought it back home in a certain amount of time, like very short amount of time, made big money. This industry, you guys could say what it is. If you're making the money for yourself, keeping it for a house, a car, obviously if you give it to some idiot boyfriend of yours or whatever, then you're a moron. Or if you buy 10 pairs of Louis shoes, then you're another moron. But if you take it and stack it and invest it, by the age of 30, you're laughing at everybody. Believe me, having money under that pillow, or whatever they say, the mattress, makes you sleep at night. But when you do this job for a year and then day 1, you got no money and all that time, for what? Think. I made a lot of mistakes in my youth too, between 20 and 30. A lot of money went through my hands. Not going to tell you how or where, but again, if I had 20% of that money today cash, I wouldn't have to work. How about that? But that was another story of the Italian girl needed to go back to Italy. She did it, dedicated. I loved it. And finally, then this other girl wanted a few bucks, quite a few bucks actually, for plastic surgery, which when you're 22 years old rattles my brain, especially this one. Tight, butt was beautiful. Everything was perfect. But she had a chin deficiency. Well, there's nothing wrong with her chin. That's why I'm laughing. And her ass needed to be plugged up a little bit more. It was over 30 dimes. Ridiculous. but she worked her ass off to get that 30 dimes, and she made it. Again, hers was totally unnecessary because she was hot as fuck without it. But at the end of the day, it was one of those stories that you needed to. It's just a matter of when you want to make money, you put your heart to it. They can do it. You could save it. You end up having a better life. Not on plastic surgery, of course, but stack, save. When you're 30, you laugh at everybody else. Everybody can go fuck themselves, suck a dick.
See? Couple rough drafts. We got it.